You don't know what happened? You don't know that somebody died?
I think someone died.
You're ready to face a homicide charge?
I'm ready to go against it.
This is 16-year-old Cruz Medina. Right now, this young teenager has just realized he is about to spend decades behind bars for the murder of 18-year-old Jada Gonzalez, a crime that he thinks is a complete joke.
Oh my God, I was so scared.
And as he continues to flaunt his criminal past,
I had 4 armed robberies, aggravated battery, aggravated assault. I don't know if I should say that.
what Cruz doesn't know is that through a web of gang connections and CCTV, detectives are already honing in on the truth of what happened, proving just how sick this 16-year-old really is.
Actually, they have video of you getting out of the small vehicle. When you get out, you have a firearm on you, man. I'm just saying, it's all on video.
I'm so stupid.
So do you feel like, how do you think your mom looks at you? Do you think she's disappointed in you?
On December 18th, 2022, police in Albuquerque, New Mexico raced to a home on the west side of the city after calls poured in regarding a shooting at a house party. 18-year-old Jada Gonzalez, who was celebrating receiving a full ride to college for the coming year, had been struck by a bullet that managed to pass through 3 layers of wall. She was rushed to a nearby hospital, but tragically passed away. Very quickly, partygoers, neighborhood cameras, and social media accounts fed police the story, bit by bit. 4 people, one of whom was 16-year-old Cruz Medina, had been kicked out of the party after getting caught by the owner of the home flashing guns and taking photos and videos with them. Immediately after they were kicked out, the teens fired on the house out of anger. Fortunately, it didn't take long for police to lock in on Cruz and bring him in for questioning.
Hey, Cruz, how's it going, man? My name is John, bro. We're gonna go in here and talk for a second. Yeah. And you go in, right in here, and then take a seat on the right-hand side there. There you go. You feel comfortable way back there, or you want to get a little closer? You can roll. You all right? Kind of cold? Cold. Sorry, brother, man. Here's your...
Both officers get Cruz settled in and read him his rights, which at this age, he's shockingly familiar with. Because Cruz, well, don't let the glasses, loving family, and haircut fool you. He thinks of himself as a total gangster.
So with those rights in mind, do you wish to speak with us?
No.
Okay, and that's fine. So what's gonna happen from here is I can't talk to you anymore about what you want or about any photos or anything like that, okay? Just to let you know, we are gonna be taking your phone and search warrant. And that's all I'll tell you right now.
You couldn't tell about charges?
So right now you have a felony warrant for robbery, no, not robbery, for ag assault with a deadly weapon. And then you also have new charges today, which are going to be receiving, transferring stolen vehicle, and tampering with evidence. Okay, and then we executed a search warrant on the room. And that's going to be some other stuff, and there you might have additional charges pending on other things later that I can't discuss with you right now because you said no, you don't want to talk. So I can't really talk to you about anything like that.
Well, I don't talk about it. I'm not really gonna say anything about. I don't know. I can't really talk that much.
We can talk about whatever you want, okay? You can tell us what you want to talk about, okay? But when you say I don't want to talk, that's a little bit different. I want you to
I know what I'm talking about.
and that's cool, but I just want to make sure that you understand that you don't have neither your parents or guardians, and you don't have your lawyer here present. And that if you want to talk to us, you can always say, I want to talk to you guys. Okay, then we can still continue to talk. And you can ask us questions, and we can ask you questions. And it kind of goes both ways. So what would you like to talk about?
Whatever the aggravated assault is,
Okay, that we can't answer because those are not hard charges against you. So I don't think we can take that was a felony warrant that was already filed, which means they got an arrest warrant or went to grand jury or whatever the procedures were. So we really can't answer that question if that's fair enough with you. It's because it's not hard charges. Does that make sense?
There is, for your charges of receiving transferring, there is a detective that could speak with you about those charges. If you would like to speak with him after we talk, it's up to you.
I'm just wondering whatever the aggravated assault could be.
Yeah. Do you know what aggravated assault with a deadly weapon means?
It could be from anywhere, like pointing a gun at somebody or like just threatening somebody.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just don't. Yeah.
So, I mean, like my partner said, we did a search warrant on the room. Let's not hide around the bush, okay? You're a young guy, but you're a smart guy, I can tell already, okay? There was guns in there, right? So obviously, that's a question that we would like to ask you. You know, which guns were yours? Which guns did you touch? Which ones, what was going on there? Because we don't know what's involved with all those guns, you know? Does that make sense? So, I mean, are you able to answer that? Like, which guns? Because we're going to test all these guns and we're going to swab them for DNA or for prints. And like I said, we're going to get a standard from you. It may not be tonight because you're going to go to jail, but it might be in the next couple of days. So we try to use this opportunity to talk to people and say, hey, just come clean with what you touch. If you know, sometimes it's for a photo, sometimes it's to mess around, to, you know, kind of get the feel of it. I don't know. You tell us. Any of those guns that you touch in there?
Have I touched any of them?
Yeah.
No.
None of them at all? Okay. Just keep in mind also, I should tell you this, you know, when we're...
I probably touched like one of them.
Okay, which one was it that you touched? That way, okay, because there was like 4. Thinking of 5, maybe 4. I think there was 4 total. Do you know which one that would be? Do you know where it was at in the room?
It was like throughout the day.
Throughout the day. Okay. Do you remember the color? Because if that helps us. If we have 4 guns, and you're saying only one of them should have your prints or DNA on it, and none of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And this is the way I like to talk to people, man. I respect people, and I'll believe you until you give me a reason not to believe you. Okay? So if you're being honest with me, I'll believe you, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter if you believe me. You might just the judge believes me.
Well, yeah, but what's going to happen is if I believe you that you're saying 1 right now, but we find evidence that you touched on 4, what do you think the judge is going to believe at that point?
Yeah.
As you'll see, Cruz is no stranger to guns whatsoever. He even has one in his Facebook profile description, because what's more gangster than a teenager putting a little water pistol on their page? Cruz, however, had been in a plethora of trouble in the past. As you're about to hear, he had been released from the New Mexico Youth Detention Center just weeks before the shooting, but he didn't use that time in the YDC to grow and reflect. He used it as time to gain street cred and make more friends to commit crimes with.
You've been around. How long did you do time in for YDC or JDC?
Altogether, probably like 2 years. And
2 years straight, or was it like broken up?
Straight.
Straight?
Or I got committed 2 years, and I did that straight. And then JC probably like altogether like 10 months.
Oh, how long have you been out for a while, or?
So I got released July or June 23rd, but then I had violated and went back October 20th.
What was the, if you don't mind me asking you, and then you don't have to say, what did you go into YDC or JDC for the 2 years? What was the charges there?
Okay, so they had me on parole, and then so my ankle bracelet, I let it die at night and I would go out, and then they found pictures of me on Facebook with guns and drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm. What was the initial charge that you were in there for?
The initial charge?
Yeah, you have to go in there before they put you on the ankle bracelet and you're on parole. What was the initial charge that you were?
I was committed?
Yeah.
All of them.
Okay.
I had like
guns?
4 armed robberies, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, transferring your students to vehicles, shooting at her from a motorized vehicle.
Man, bro.
That's it.
Holy cow, that's a lot. Where did you guys run off to, you and your homie?
Where did we run off to?
Because now we have officer video when he pulled up. You guys went like this.
Oh my God, it was so scary.
No, why was that scary? You guys were the ones running.
No, you should have seen like did you see the video?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I pointed the gun when he pulled up.
Oh, that I didn't see it, because the video,
But I can't,
the video doesn't start, like, he can't pick that up on the video as he's going up.
because at that point I was putting the beam on any car I seen drive by. And I seen a car creeping up right there, so I kind of run to the side, like to where they can't see me.
Oh, in the dirt area?
And I pop out and I see it's a cop. And then I ran to the back of the car, and then I look around and I'm like, you. And then he's like, you with the backpack, put your hands up. And I had a whole drum in my hand with the Glock that's like this long. The Glock that has like this long.
The one that's in the picture we got.
Yeah, that's just long. And I looked at I do have like
Did you have a backpack? Or, okay, you
I
had
had another gun in my backpack.
Oh, okay.
And I put it between my legs. Like that. And I looked
I seen that part,
and I'm like, oh, dude. And I just looked at it and I just started burning that bottle.
You know, with the glasses and general Millhouse vibe, you'd expect Cruz to be a little smart. But, clearly not the case here, because getting arrested not long after you fired multiple rounds at a house full of teenagers partying would definitely be on my radar as a crash dummy move. And just a plain dummy one. There were 5 people total in the vehicle, and Cruz is actually one of the last that they're speaking with.
What would you say if I told you that, I think probably about the vehicle that you were in today, okay? Like I said, there's obviously enough charges, and I talked to the detective. He's an old buddy of mine, okay? He's an auto theft detective. I did a lot of auto theft at one time. But,
What's his name?
Lovato?
Yeah,
Angelo?
he was the same one.
That arrested you last time?
The last time.
For stolen vehicles? So how many stolen vehicles have you been in that you've been?
Well,
Okay, let me ask you that you've been arrested for.
there's 2 different cases.
Okay.
And then the 2 different, it was like the day after day. And then today, it was so I got in armed robbery and aggravated and transferring to stolen vehicles with both of the cases.
And this was how long ago?
This
a while?
2020.
Okay, so it's been a while back. So this kind of what stemmed into you going into being permitted into YDC or J. Do you call it YDC or JDC? YDC, okay. So I think that's what kind of drew the attention was a stolen vehicle, okay? And actually they had video of you getting out of the stolen vehicle. I'll just be very honest. You know that already, okay? But when you get out, you have a firearm on you, man. And I'm just saying it's all on video. They showed me that video. Because you put it back there in your backside. Is that the only firearm that you touched? The one that you put on your pants?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, the other guys that you were with, they were in the car. There was 2 females and then another male. Who are those people?
My girlfriend.
Okay, what's your girlfriend's name? Which one was your girlfriend?
Naya.
Naya?
Yeah.
How do you spell Naya? You know?
N-I-Y-A-H.
Nayah?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been boyfriend, girlfriend?
Very like a few weeks.
A few weeks. It can be 4 weeks, 8 weeks.
Like 2 maybe.
Like 2 weeks?
We're really dating.
Okay. Like, let's say, New Year's this way or before New Year's? Christmas this way or before Christmas?
This one.
So after Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay. So after Christmas, you hooked up with Naya. Do you know how old Naya is for real? Yeah.
16, 15, 14, 13.
13.
Naya is 13.
Your
Yeah.
girlfriend's 13.
Yeah, I heard some shit about that. I learned it.
Okay. Where'd you hear that from?
13 for real?
Yeah, we talked to her mom today.
Are you sure it's the right one?
Yeah.
Come on, Paul, make up.
Yeah, black top.
Pretty nice.
She had pretty guys, but yeah, she rolled in like crazy, bro. She was like, I was trying to talk to her. They were rolling back like crazy. But we talked to mom,
My mom.
No, we talked to her mom. What would happen if we talked to your mom, bro?
I'm so scared too.
Why are you scared of your mom?
Because I disciplined her so bad. This time especially.
Tell me about that. What do you mean you messed up? And I don't think that's real somewhere.
Because I put her through so much these past few years.
Sorry, man. It seems like you're trying, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, man, because I can see the emotion in you. It seems like you're trying. You're probably just hanging out with the wrong crew, man. And I don't know how you get caught up with these guys.
The people I knew from before. They're putting me in like these two I know from YDC. Like I met up with them because I knew them from jail. It's just, I don't know.
If I was in his position, I'd be scared of my mom too. In Cruz's case, that fear clearly isn't enough to stop him from doing stupid stuff. With no dad in the picture, his mom worked as a bartender to support him and his two sisters, which unfortunately didn't allow her to be around very much. There were several cases, primarily between his parents, regarding battery and domestic violence, which paints a picture of an upbringing that involves some struggles, to say the least. Now, that doesn't mean Cruz had to perpetuate them, because thankfully, we couldn't even find a parking ticket on his older sister's record.
You tell me why you feel like you have to carry it out.
Everybody hates on me.
Tell me about that. What do you mean they hate on me? I don't understand.
I don't know, I just have this like, a lot of people like me,
A lot of people like you.
and a lot of people hate me for it.
So do you have a personality like either I hate you or I like you? Or is there any in between there?
Yeah, basically, like, I don't know, it's just like, people see me as like I don't know, just because I did 2 years, I guess like a big old threat to them or some shit, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, they just see me as.
Because you seem pretty chill here, man. Do you go kind of local, lobster on us? Can you? Is that why
It's just makes me look bad.
do they have a certain amount of respect because you did the 2 years, or are they just afraid of you, or they're challenging you? What do you think?
Probably challenging me, just because I am, just the shit I do.
What is it that you do, bro?
Just on the highway, just switching lanes. It's so scary and so fun. I don't know.
How about when the lights come on and behind you? What do you love to do that?
That's the worst part.
That's something old Cruz here and I can agree on. The detective continues to play buddy-buddy with him, and as heinous as his crime is, it's sad how clear it is that he needs this conversation. He admits that he's been driving illegally on the streets of the city since he was 11. He has no license and no ID card, but he's already gotten picked up for stealing cars multiple times. And yet he was out on the streets again, doing just that.
So, your ops, have you been shot at in the last week?
Have I been shot?
Yeah, by the ops. How about the last 2 weeks?
I have not been shot.
Since you've been out? So nothing, not in any of the vehicles that you've been in, has they ever been shot up? Not at all? Okay, that's good. It's a good thing.
It's surprising.
Yeah. So really, is it really surprising?
Oh, you know what? No. I haven't, yeah.
When did you get shot at? Because I wouldn't remember that if somebody shot at me. I've been shot before. I can tell you the date and the time. March 25th, 2005. That's when I got shot at.
It was a Friday, I just don't know.
It was a Friday?
Yeah.
When the ops come against you like that, do you guys ever, when I say you guys, I'm talking about the generation that kind of people you're rolling with now, and even when this happened, how do you guys, you know, I'm prior military, okay, so I'm used to, somebody does act like right away, somebody claims responsibility, like, hey, I did that. I've seen that in my experience as law enforcement. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, bro. So I see sometimes, like, yeah, I did that. When it's against the ops, how do you guys do that? Is that something that's still done or no?
Not with me, I literally try so hard, like when everybody goes out and another new system, I stay in, like I try to put myself in like good situations lately, but like, I don't know, all these kids do know how to shoot up houses, that's why I don't like, that's literally all they do. If someone knows where someone lives, they don't like their house is getting shot up, that's literally all they do. Yeah, literally, that's why I stay away from all this, like, this brief and this drama. It's just so stupid. All they do is shoot up houses, they don't shoot each other, well, I guess they do, so they have a chance, but I stay out of it. I just woke up like going out, like all this before that, someone text me and be like, let's go out, I'm like, okay.
Dude, yeah, you gotta, I was gonna say you gotta find a girlfriend, but you're gonna find a girlfriend one person to do it. Yeah.
There's no way.
At this point in the interrogation, Cruz begins to talk about gang affiliations, making statements about being part of C Block with plausible deniability. He seems to think that he's mastered the art of not incriminating himself, but he's going to learn real quick, this ain't juvie. This is the real deal.
However, have you ever shot somebody that you didn't know about?
That I didn't know about? Like, what do you mean?
Like, shoot. No.
But yeah, I shot somebody, I have charges for shooting people.
You do have charges?
Yeah.
Since you got out or from before?
Before.
Okay. So those are the charges, but you've already done your time on that.
Yeah.
So you were probably, what, 14 when all that happened?
Yeah.
You gotta remember now, Cruz, that you're 16 now, bro. So it's not the same as when you were 14. Okay?
Yeah, so my first case, it was so weird. They let me out in 2 weeks. It was when I shot someone too. They let me out in 2 weeks. Caught CCP, I was like, alright, they didn't do nothing to me. I took a plea of 2 years probation, and I thought it was a joke, obviously. I only caught in the case, and but maybe 2 years.
Yeah. You're right, and it's probably because of your age.
Yeah, it's because I guess at 13 they can't charge you as a youth, and then at 14 it's just like
14, you can go either way. 15, 16, you're now, you do something major, you can get charged as an adult. Okay? So you gotta consider that, man.
would you consider anything in my charge right now major? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, this is the opportunity we give to people, okay? I'm gonna ask you some very direct questions, man, because you have the right to not answer or whatever. We've done that offline, okay? But beyond the stolen vehicle tonight, beyond what you've probably within the last few days, and we probably have some more information that you've been doing the last few days.
What Cruz has been doing the past few days is suspicious to say the least. Primarily, jumping nervously from hotel room to hotel room with the others involved in the crime, trying his hardest not to look suspicious, and as a result, doing the exact opposite.
I can tell you that you were up at the Super 8 motel up there by the airport. There's some things that happened there, okay?
The
Super 8. Over there off of Yale and...
What was it, the one you said you were at? Not the Super
He
8.
said up on New Bank.
yeah, I forgot what that one was called.
Yeah, but I know you were up at Super 8 too, in a G-Ride. What do you call someone here?
Stolo.
So what?
Stolo.
Stolo? So you were in a Stolo up by the airport up there. But beyond all that, okay, let's kind of go beyond some of those. All those are going to kind of pan out, and those are not major charges, stolen vehicle, well, shooting at or from a motor vehicle is a fourth-degree felony, but still not as bad as shooting somebody and hurting them. You know what I mean? And I think that you're smart enough and you're wise enough that we're getting to a point in this conversation that I have to ask you, we're not here for a stolen vehicle. We're not here for, a stolen gun.
Yeah.
You know what we're here for.
I mean, I don't know what you're here for exactly, I just know it's not for that shit.
Okay. What makes you think it's none of that stuff?
Cause y'all would have me sitting here for so long.
Right. So what we're dealing with, Okay? And I need you to be honest, because this is an opportunity for you, man.
Yeah, I heard you guys earlier talk about 2 shootings or something.
We're here about a shooting that involved when you got shot at 100. I can tell you where your car and who was in that car. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already know. And I know where you were at because we picked up the car from there. Police showed up because you and your buddy, your homie, took off running. Alright, so all this is familiar to you. We know that you were up on the east side where there was another shooting where they rolled up on you and you guys got shot at 100.
Wait, what?
Yeah, remember how you were talking you got shot at by some cars? By a car?
Yeah, but you're talking about.
Were you on the east side or the west side?
So the one that you just said right now, that
The one where you got shot at.
yeah, the one that, yeah, that one, that's the first one that you just said.
Yeah.
I just, no, by saying it, because I don't know why I'm stupid.
You're not stupid, bro.
I tried to mask it that it was on the east side, but.
It's on the west side.
So you're talking about the one on,
Yep, yeah. And then you and your homie ran, and you left the other homie there, the one that you don't like. Okay. So, fast forward that a little bit. Where were you guys at before that?
where were we at?
Yeah, before that happened, before you guys party? And what happened?
Multiple parties.
Okay. What happened at the first party?
Nothing.
Okay, where was that party at?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Was it east side, west side, valley?
It was on the east side, because we had to go all the way to the west side.
East side, okay. When you guys came to the west side, what happened at that party? And be real, bro.
We got kicked out, and then I don't know, I just heard shooting, and I ran to the car. I just heard shooting. It was coming from on the balcony, and then from somewhere else, and I just ran to the car and left.
What kind of vehicle were you in, bro?
At first, I was in my homegirl's vehicle. I don't know what it is.
Okay. When you left the party, when the shooting was happening, what were you in then?
I think it was like a Honda. It was like a Nissan.
Guess again. Guess again.
That's what it was.
Cruise. Okay. This is an opportunity, okay? And I believe that you wanna do what's right because
No, trust me, I'm telling you, I left in my car, but I ended up with them afterwards
you met up with who?
with the people.
Which people?
The people that I was with when we got shot at.
You met up with them? Where'd you meet up with them? Because your cell phone's
Just on the road.
just on the road?
Yeah, just right there.
No, come on.
When they moved off, I followed.
So what you said you left in, what kind of car was it?
I think it was like a Nissan or a Honda.
What color was it? White, okay. And then you said you heard shooting? So then what happened after you heard the shooting?
Nothing. A lot of people came running out the house, and then everybody just started leaving.
And then you said, you said something that when they followed you after the shooting,
I followed them.
you followed them? Okay.
Right down the road, and then
What kind of vehicle were you following?
I don't know if it's a Scat Pack or a Hellcat.
I'm sorry, I need to do the cars. What kind of cars?
I'm not really good with cars either.
Yeah, pack or a Hellpack?
Or a Hellcat.
A Hellcat? It's like a Dodge?
Okay.
What color?
Black.
What color rims?
Rims, I'm not sure.
So at what point did you jump into that vehicle?
Like right after that happened, kind of, and then like I saw him on the road, and I just flagged him down and jumped in.
Where exactly, bro?
Just down that street, because it's like it was right there. Like if you guys know the street, it's like a long kind of road going through.
So So I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, because we didn't get here by accident. We've been doing a lot of work on that shooting, okay? Do you know what happened in that shooting?
No.
You don't know what happened? You don't know that somebody died?
I think someone died.
Okay. Well, that's something. It's like, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Did you know that person that died? Oh.
There really aren't enough words to describe how incredible Jada Gonzalez was. Just hours before she was senselessly killed, she had been making posters to promote the local library. She not only worked at a barbershop for kids, she worked as a camp counselor at the city community center. Her full ride to Texas Christian University was meant to be a stepping stone towards accomplishing her dream job of becoming a neonatal doctor, but that was taken away from her in the blink of an eye, for no reason whatsoever.
Who's responsible for that shooting?
Sure.
There you are. You know exactly who's responsible for that shooting. You're in the vehicle with your buddies. Yeah. Because you guys go from there all the way to the east side, where you guys got set up by the girl. And then you guys came over back to the west side. We have all this on locations, man. I know you're trying to separate yourself from this car. So I know exactly, if you're talking about a white car, I know exactly what happened because we have video. So tell me how you were in that white car.
What do you mean?
Tell me how, when you guys left the party, how did you leave the party in comparison to that black Hellcat or whatever?
They actually were just riding.
Okay.
I just hopped in a car that with someone that I knew.
Okay.
So you said you got kicked out. When did you get kicked out?
Like right before that happened.
Okay. Before what happened, sorry? Before the shooting?
Yeah.
How many of you guys got kicked out?
Like almost everybody, a lot of people got kicked out.
Okay. Why were they kicking people out?
I'm not sure the dad came and the mom. They're just young.
Okay. Did you see anybody with firearms at the party?
No.
No.
Just in the balcony.
Just in the balcony? Who was on the balcony?
I don't know who was shooting up there.
You didn't see who it was?
Uh,
When did you guys have your firearms at the party?
I had mine, yeah.
And then you had, who else had a gun at the party? That was with you. Who'd you roll in with? Who were you with when you got there?
Me, my homegirl, and like 5, 6 other homies.
Okay. So when you guys get kicked out of the party, you're armed with a 9mm drum. Any of your other homies have guns that you guys have video or pictures of? Be honest, because I'm going to be asking if I didn't know.
Yeah, there's 5 pictures.
Okay. So what other guns were at the party with your homies?
With my homies, there was only 9s.
Just 9s? Okay. How about the guy that was driving the car?
I'm not sure.
Pretty big gun, man. What do you mean you're not sure?
I'm not sure who it was.
Okay. You know what a Draco is?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have a Draco?
Mm-hmm.
Who had the Draco?
I'm not sure.
Do you know what kind of shots the Draco shoot?
Mm-hmm.
What kind?
7.62.
Who was shooting the Draco that night? Or who had a Draco?
I'm not sure.
Bro, we got video of you. What, you remember what you were wearing that night?
What I was wearing?
Yeah.
Not really.
You don't remember? You don't remember what color pants, what color shirt, what color shoes? What's your favorite shoes you like to go out in?
Multiple. Not all for sure. I don't know, you tell me what, I really don't know.
You don't know? Okay. White pants sound familiar to you?
White pants? White sweats?
Yeah, white sweats, probably.
Do they have black? Yeah, that was probably probably one of those, yeah.
And there's a video with you, and you have your 9mm drum. Your homie has a Draco, and the other homie has a light with the beam.
A light with the beam?
Yeah, like a green
Extended magazine.
extended mag with a green beam.
Mm-hmm. You might have a...
You're not gonna tell me those guys' names?
No, sir.
Not at all.
No, sir.
We're just gonna figure it out.
When you guys got kicked, why'd you guys get kicked out of the party?
I don't know. I don't even think it was like us, like directly. I mean, everybody just getting kicked out.
How many got kicked out with you?
A lot.
Yeah, okay. And when you guys got kicked out, what happened after that? Walk through when you escaped?
People were yelling everywhere.
What are they saying?
Everybody was yelling, telling people to stop. And then you just hear shots ring off.
Okay.
And then you hear shots ring back.
Your shots go towards the house, and then someone will shoot you back? Okay.
The thing is, the party didn't screech to a halt until after the shots, when the owner of the home noticed the 5 criminals, including Cruz, putting their hands in the air and waving their guns like they didn't care. They were thrown out, not anyone else.
Did you see them shoot?
Them?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't see the driver shoot? Or the other dude shoot?
No.
Did you shoot?
No.
Now, again, like, you've been honest and you've been super hard.
Honestly, yeah, I did try to shoot, but my gun down. Even down when it was, when that shit happened, I got jabbed right too.
How does, so you have a 9, right?
Yeah.
So what happens when you jam, like you pull the trigger, nothing comes out, or what happens?
Yeah, it just gets stuck in the chamber.
Okay. Was that a double feed or?
Yeah, double feed.
Did you clear it?
Yeah, I cleared it.
Where were you when you cleared it?
At the party?
Yeah, were you in a car when you cleared it or outside?
Car.
What car were you in?
At that point, I was in the Hellcat at that point.
Okay, so you were in the Hellcat. So were they shooting at you when you were trying to shoot?
Yeah.
Okay, so they were shooting at you.
That's why I did it, because I saw shots coming towards us.
Did anybody get hit?
No.
Did the car get hit, do you know?
No.
And so you try to shoot back because someone's shooting at you, and then your gun jams, and then you clear the
The
feed.
shot was?
It shot once. Okay. Was it after you cleared out your gun?
No.
It was before? Okay. When you shot, where did you shoot at? Or towards?
I think I shot up towards the air. I didn't shoot it. I did it.
Okay. It's just important that you're honest with where those guns are and stuff like that.
Well, honestly, I don't even think if you guys want it, you can get it right now.
No, how come?
You don't even have it anymore.
No?
I have no clue where it's at.
When did you find out that somebody was killed?
Less than an hour after it happened.
Okay, so you heard someone got hit. And what did your friends say about it? That you're in the car with?
They're just, everybody was just tripping. They're like, couldn't believe someone got hit. It's because one of my homegirls, she carried the person that got hit out, and she called us, she was like, someone got hit at the party.
Your homegirl did? So when you are coming from here to here, at what point, when you're walking up, did you hear shots? They're just, who do you think they were shooting at?
I was ready.
Okay. So you've been shot at before, right? You're telling us, so you know what it sounds
Honestly, that's the first time that I've been shot at in so long.
Yeah. And so you know what it sounds like when gunfire's coming at you, right? And that's what it sounded like? Where did you hear the shots coming from first?
Honestly, I can't really tell you.
Okay.
They just go off.
So you're walking up this way.
The only way I was able to tell is because of sparks.
Where did the sparks come from?
From on top of the balcony.
Okay. So you saw sparks on the balcony over here. And so you guys are walking up, so you said you get into a car first, and they drive up this way? Okay, and then you get out of your friend's white, possible Honda or Nissan, and then jump into the Hellcat here. And then when you get into the Hellcat, at what point was your first shots?
There was just shots from the balcony, and then it stopped. And then I was like, and he kind of like stopped in the corner and looked at the house, and that's when I went to shoot, and it just shot one, and then it just went off.
Okay.
Though Cruz continuously claims that someone else shot at the car from the balcony of the home before they returned fire, there is no evidence nor reports we've been able to find that support that. The boys in the car started firing because they were mad and embarrassed, not because they were defending themselves. And I don't know what kind of parties you were going to as a teenager, but I know for sure the ones I was going to weren't worth being that mad about.
Kind of back just a little bit. You said you heard about an hour later your homegirl. Who did she talk to tell you that somebody was?
Why did she stay there?
Oh, she stayed there. And you're not gonna tell us her name, right? Who did she communicate with, you or with one of the other guys in the car?
I think she called someone else in the car.
She called someone else in the car. And is it the same two people that were with you when you guys got shot at, when they shot at the engine? The same two guys? The driver and then your homie?
No, at that point we were with like 2 other people.
Okay. So there was a total of 5 in the car? Or how many?
Yeah.
So this is how it works, and I understand you kind of dancing around it somewhat because you're a pretty smart guy. But you have to know that being inside the car and that happening and shooting, and everyone in that car you're going to be and shoot is responsible for what happens.
Right.
Right? So I want to tell you something that you might probably already know. Okay. We're really looking for the guy that shot the Draco. Okay. I know there's a Draco at the party where you have photos, pictures, right next to you. So I know you know who that is.
And which one was that? What was he wearing?
Can't tell you what he's wearing, but you know what I'm talking about. You guys were in the kitchen. And you had it out.
It was a college picture. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, is it the video I took? Yeah.
It's a video you took, exactly. So on that video, there's somebody has a Draco on his pants. Are you gonna tell us who that is?
You guys know who it is.
We know who it is. Are you gonna say who it is?
That's good.
Okay. You know how that, I'm gonna pull down. You know how that's gonna look like for you? Because we can put you in the car, we can put you at the party, we can put you with a handgun. You know how that's gonna look like you are part of that whole crew?
Yeah.
And this is the time to separate yourself from all that. And that's why I was asking you, are you really gonna go down for what somebody else did?
Yeah.
You are?
Is.
So there's honestly really no point. You guys already know who the person is you're asking me about. You just want to hear it out of my mouth so you can put it on paper. And I don't.
That's not necessarily true. It's not, because the thing is, I think everybody has their own role in everything, in crimes, right? Or in life. I don't think that you went to that party with the intention of shooting up a party. I truly don't believe that. You're a young kid. I think you're probably I don't know if you're trying to meet up with some girls or if you're being faithful. I don't know what you're doing, but you probably went there to hang out, get some drinks, smoke, and just have a good time with your friends, because that's what it looked like. And it seemed like it was a chill party until people started getting kicked out and somebody's yelling at you guys to get out. And that's why I believe that I don't think you went there with the intention to shoot a party. I think it just happened.
The Draco, which delivered the fatal shot to Jada, was ultimately determined to have been fired by 16-year-old Isaiah Espinoza, a once close friend of Cruz. But truthfully, it doesn't matter much who fired the round that killed her. Most of the boys in the car were firing, including Cruz, making them, legally speaking, just as culpable for the homicide as Isaiah. And Cruz hasn't seemed to figure that one out yet.
Everybody else that you say you don't trust that would roll on you, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna put it all on you.
But I mean, I know I didn't do it. I know there's proof on my phone that I didn't do it.
What proof is that?
Huh?
What proof is that?
My clothes. The gun I had in the pictures.
Okay, what clothes?
I don't know. I just know that I'm not going to be seen shooting nothing or nothing.
Okay, is there gonna be proof of who shot that night on your phone?
I'm not sure. No.
No?
No.
So how are we gonna help you out, man, in all of this? You tell us how we're gonna be able to tell the district attorney's office that you aren't involved in any of this. How are we gonna help you out?
I'll make you cancer.
No? So you're already kind of just accepting it, ready to take the blow? You're ready to face a homicide charge?
I'm ready to go against it.
Do you think you'd win?
Yeah.
Think so?
I mean, I know I didn't do it.
But you know the person who did it.
Yeah, the same vehicles that were shooting. We have video. We wouldn't be asking you if we can have such good video.
Yeah.
And I ain't bluffing, bro. I can tell you that we see flashes coming from that black Hellcat like crazy.
Police are desperate to hear Cruz give up who was behind that wheel of the car. Not because they need it for a warrant, after all they have footage of the incident, but because it will make their case against the driver hold up even stronger in court. So while Cruz may not be the brightest crayon in the box, the man is loyal. Stupidly loyal, but loyal.
What do you think you say about you?
I think there's nothing to be said about me.
What do you think you say that happened after the party after you guys got kicked out?
I don't know. I just heard that he's looking for government names on control there that night.
He's looking for who?
Government names.
Government names? He's looking for government names of like the group you guys were all with in Hellcat. Well, why would you do that?
I don't know. That's why he's weird. That's why he pushed off me. I don't like it.
Like to give up your name, so like your real names, you mean? What does he know you by?
He knows me. I grew up with him.
But what does he know you? Just he knows your.
Everybody knows my career.
He knows your real name.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you mean by government name?
Yeah.
Like your real name? Okay.
You said you've known how long?
Ever since I was a little kid, we lived in the same apartment complex growing up.
So, how long would you say, like 10 years?
Like 5.
If I was to show you a photo of him, would you be able to tell me that was the driver or not?
No.
You would be able to, but you just don't want to, right?
That's what I'm saying. He can't. He just won't.
So,
You see how you're tying yourself up a little bit more every time?
Yeah, but I just.
is he worth the charge?
It's worth my dignity.
Okay. Alright. I can respect that, man, but I don't understand it.
So I understand that you wouldn't want to take, because we've already talked to you, like, we knew you were at the party, we knew you were in the Hellcat, we knew you were there afterwards. But so you're willing to like talk to us, you don't want to take the blame for anybody else, so let me just ask you straight up, are you willing to take a homicide charge for something you did do?
For something I did do?
For something you did do, would you just fess up and be like, yeah, I did it?
No.
So either way, you wouldn't tell us.
If you shot, you wouldn't tell us. If you were responsible for shooting,
If I shot at someone, no, I wouldn't tell you.
so where's the dignity in that? Where's the respect there?
This one, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to ask you, because you're like, it's not cool if these other guys are gonna snitch and do this and that, but yeah, if you did something, just, hey, yeah, I did it, I'll take it. Because that's the respectful dignity thing part of it, right? Question?
I need 2 years to do that.
Okay. So you told on yourself the last time? Okay. But you see what I'm saying though? I mean, if you're not gonna be honest, then we have to consider that you're lying about you being responsible for what happened.
So, when you shot, your casing's gonna be on scene, right? Or did you?
It was probably in the car.
It was in the car or outside the car?
It's probably in the car.
Okay.
What happens if it's outside the car?
Hello?
What happens if it's outside the car?
I don't touch bullets.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter touching them, it's kind of like,
Who touches the bullets? Who loads them?
I don't touch them.
You have somebody else load them for you?
No. That's what my shirt's all about.
Oh, so you use your shirt to kind of...
Yeah, just wrap them around.
Gotcha. Pretty smart. Pretty smart.
and I mean,
Why do you do that?
Well,
Why do you use your shirt?
I don't know. It's hard if your sleeves slip.
Okay, but why don't you just touch them with your fingers? No, you're not gonna tell me. Yeah, you'll be like, I'm not walking into that one.
I know people that do, like,
Okay,
I don't know how
I got you. But you use your shirt.
I'm learning so much shit tonight.
Oh.
I'll fuck it out.
Well, Cruz, I think what I was gonna tell you is, you said you'll never say those names. How about if we tell the district attorney that we believe that you could be cooperative and on paper, because they're the only ones that can make deals like that, we can't. But what happens if we talk to them and say, you know what, you talk to Cruz and he seems like a pretty honest guy. He's honest because he's not telling us who he knows who these people are, but he's honest about, the reality of it. And they, on paper, with even your public defender, put something in writing so that you don't get handed up as bad. Would that be something you're interested in down the road? Because we can't make no promises. No, absolutely not.
I'd rather not feel paper at all.
Okay.
I know I already am because of this, but
Yeah, you are.
without saying any names, do you know who's responsible for killing that girl at the party? You hesitated, man. You hesitated. Have you seen pictures of that girl? That was
I think it'd go bad.
How do you think your mom would feel if that was you that got killed at the party? You mentioned earlier that your mom, you kind of got a little emotional, which I understand because I like making my mom proud, and whenever I disappoint my mom, it's rough. So do you feel like, how do you think your mom looks at you?
Looks at me.
Or like, how does she view you? Do you think she's proud of you? Do you think she's disappointed in you? Okay. Why do you think she's disappointed in you?
Just because like everything's been like, I don't know, always had like a good life.
Can you take that? I'm sorry.
Always had like a good life, I guess, like I always had everything I needed.
Your mom, she worked overtime and stuff to support you?
It's just she's always at work.
Okay.
And I'm always just left to do whatever.
Okay. So do you think that your mom would be proud of you and the way that you handled yourself at that party?
No.
How do you think your mom would feel if she found out that you had something to do with that homicide?
Hurt.
Okay. And again, I know you're not going to say any names, but do you know, or are you aware of who shot into that house and killed that girl? Okay. There's nothing else I can tell you, man. You're the one who has to put your head down at night. You're the one who has to go, you're locked up right now, but you're going to be alone with your thoughts all eventually she's gonna find some stuff out, right? And you're the one who's gonna have to answer to that.
Ultimately, Cruz Medina did have to answer to that. He was sentenced to 24 years in prison after taking a plea deal for first-degree murder. By the time he is released, he will have spent more of his life behind bars than outside of them. Isaiah, who fired the fatal shot, was sentenced to 29 years in prison after taking a similar plea deal. The three others in the vehicle, Jesse Parra, Jesse Escobedo Barrios, and Julian Prieb, received wildly different sentences. Jesse Parra received 12 years. Jesse Barrios received a supervised probation, and Julian Prieb earned himself, well, a lot. Currently, he is being investigated and charged in relation to over a dozen shootings in 2022 alone. Our thoughts are with the lovely family of Jada Gonzalez. May her memory be a blessing and a reminder to everyone of how much goodness and love someone can create in so few years. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.